Another Friday, another week of gluten-free Friday flavors. Today, I'm talking about things a little bit different. I want to talk about the things that you want to have on hand if you're gluten-free, or if you're hosting someone that's gluten-free, or even you know someone that's gluten-free and one day they might come over. So stay tuned, and I'll be quick and brief and let you know why it's important to have some of these things on hand. All right, so up first I have Bragg's or Bragg liquid amino, and this is a soy sauce replacement. You'll probably in this series hear me talk about this a lot. I love it. It tastes the same. It's a great replacement and gluten-free. There's no wheat, and a lot of people forget that in soy sauce there is wheat. It's on the ingredient list right there, easy to see. So this way you can make any of those yummy Pinterest things that you want, that's, Asian food of any sort, replace it with this and you're golden. So have this on hand. It doesn't cost a lot. You can find it at any store, and of course go online, and there's a coconut one too that I love, but this is always something I always have in my fridge. So don't forget to go buy it next time you're at the store, and you'll love cooking with it. It's awesome. Gluten-free flour, okay? I have a lot of gluten-free flour on hand. I've tried all different types. I'm gonna tell you right now, I really like the Cup for Cup brand. I've seen it at Walmart. You can get it at Target. I bought it online, but that's what's in here is the Cup for Cup brand. The flavoring is just that much, to me, closer. However, before I used to buy the Namaste brand from Costco. There's better batter flour I've tried and I love that. You have to get shipped, but it's still good. Basically, have something on hand so that, if it calls for something in soup and it says flour, you're golden right here. You've got your gluten-free flour and you're set. So always make sure to get whatever kind you like. Like I said, for me, my brand that I'm using now is Cup for Cup, but always have some on hand so that it makes cooking that much easier and simple, and you don't have to stress about what you're going to use for flour. Okay, I think a lot of people, especially maybe those that are gluten-free, underestimate cornstarch. Cornstarch is a great thing to have on hand at your house for a thickening powder. Even if it calls for flour or whatnot, cornstarch is great for that. Gravy, my mom makes the best gravy and I love it, and she uses cornstarch. One of my favorite fruit salads that I'll have to feature on here, I use cornstarch. And so it can be a great thickener that people forget about, that's used in a lot of recipes anyway. So don't forget to have, I would say, a couple of these on hand if you're gluten-free, because it's a great way to thicken food and still get that good texture and flavor that we're always looking for. Okay, you'll notice I am trying to be organized. Here is my rice bin, and I always have this chuck full. And so that's why, again, I have a big bin of it. Rice is gluten-free, and it's just easy to think, okay, I'm gonna put on some rice, and I love brown rice as well. Nothing against it, it's obviously healthier. So maybe you wanna do the brown rice, but I'll put on some rice at like 4 o'clock and then be thinking of what to do for a side. So knowing rice is gluten-free has helped me a ton. It's not that expensive, and it's a carb. And so if you're feeling like, all I have is like protein, which is good, but you do need some sort of carb for the energy, then this is what I use. So having rice on hand when you're gluten-free is really helpful. This is a protein shake that I love, but I would suggest always having a protein shake on hand if you're headed somewhere quick, or obviously if you're working out. Knowing that you have a gluten-free protein shake, which this is nice and just easy and simple. So I always have some sort of protein shake on hand to make going quick out the door easy, or like I say, if I'm going to work out, then I've got something that's gluten-free. So having that is key. This may seem like a weird one. It may seem like a weird one, but you know what? This has saved me a few times. So I'm not too picky when it comes to fruit snacks. My kids love them all. Currently we're into the Mott's because it's from Costco and it's cheaper. But I cannot tell you how many times I've thrown a few of these in my purse, and I'm glad I did because I've gone somewhere where I wasn't sure if it was gluten-free food, and at least I had something. I had a little snack, specifically, like I remember going to, it was either a bridal shower or a baby shower, and they said there was gonna be lunch, but none of it was gluten-free because, you know, they don't always have to cook that way. They don't know. And so I'm like, oh, no problem. I've got it covered. I've got something. So I pulled out my 2 little fruit snacks, and you know, I had something so that you're not starving to death, so that you have something to eat. So no, it may not be the healthiest. I've tried fruit before. Then if you forget about fruit or vegetables in your purse, gross, right? So that's why I've stuck to these, because they have a longer shelf life. And it might be something that you want to put in your car too. If you know, if you're just some spot where you may not have a gluten-free option, at least you have something to eat. So keep that in mind, whatever it may be. And maybe you have a better idea than the fruit snacks, but this is, wow, sorry, my hair is like static. This is what has worked and helped me. So let me know in the comments what you've used or what you feel like is important to have at your house on hand if you're gluten-free. And I'm always up for adding and trying more. But since I've been gluten-free for over 11 years now, those 6 different things that I've talked about have really helped me to have those on hand and to know that I can grab things quickly and I'm ready to cook, I'm ready to eat, and have gluten-free options. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Remember, it's not just for those that are gluten-free. Everybody knows someone at this point who's gluten-free or who is just avoiding gluten altogether, even if they're not celiac or allergic. And so at this point, it's just great to learn some of those recipes. And also, if you like some of my recipes that are gluten-free, you can always add your flour and you'll love it as well. So please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for listening. Baby's not happy again. It's time, and we'll catch you next Friday. Bye. This baby is loving the camera. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we will catch you next Friday on Gluten-Free Friday Flavors.